We are back this week with more screen shares to share more information as far as what's gone down in HighLevel the last week, and this week's weekly breakdown coming right up. All right, guys, like I said, we are back this week with some more screen share for you. I'm enjoying this, honestly. I'm jumping in. I'm diving into features a little bit deeper than I would normally dive in. And I get to show you guys deeper than normally you guys would see what's going on in HighLevel. It truly is impressive how much development goes on with HighLevel on a weekly basis. And so this is what part of what makes it fun for me, at least, to share this information with you is that there's almost always something that has the potential to change your business or at least have a substantial impact on it. So with that being said, we're going to jump right in. The first update that we have is that now with documents and proposals, right? So if you are a Empower Elite member, if you're using the Empower white label, then you have Document Manager on the left-hand side. And if you remember, this is where you access the ability to do like your DocuSign replacement, right? Basically the alternative to DocuSign that allows you to upload a PDF, map signature fields, send it out, get it signed, have that authenticated, etc. Well, the update this week to that same functionality is that now these documents, whether they are a primary recipient or a secondary recipient, these documents will show up associated with the contact in the document section of the contact. So if you didn't know that you had a document section, if you go into the details of a contact, obviously right now I've got it blurred out in kind of like a privacy mode. But if you go into the details of the contact, you have your sidebar over here, which will show activity. And then if you hover, you have tasks, you have notes, you have appointments, and you have documents. Now, documents, you can upload whatever you want at any time to this field. This is a great way to store information related to your leads, your contacts, your borrowers. However, now you have the ability that when you send out a DocuSign, it'll automatically associate to the contact that you sent that to, and you'll be able to access it right under here. Obviously, we haven't done this, as you can see, but this is where you would access that. So again, DocuSign functionality, replace DocuSign, get rid of it. Check it out in your HighLevel accounts. All right, next up, we've got a really exciting update. This is the ability to respond to comments and messages inside of a workflow. We talked about this last week. I wasn't able to demonstrate it because it wasn't done yet. They literally finished it by the end of the day. And then they added this other little nugget where you can do this. You can respond to comments. You can respond to comments on Facebook or Instagram using ChatGPT, guys. This is nuts. So the example that I set up here, if you have your Facebook account integrated inside of integrations, then you'll be able to pick your page in a drop down here. So I was able to come down and say, pages Empower Low contains phrase. Let's say I wanted to create a post asking people to post the year, right? Like a generic one, post the year that you bought your first house, right? So it contains phrase, and then, or, you know what, let's try this differently. Let's say you have a guide for realtors, posts for realtors, a PDF of 100 different posts that a realtor can use in their social media marketing. You want to share that with real estate agents. So you say, hey, respond to this with the phrase realtor post, and I'll DM you the PDF file. Okay. So then you go post type is published post, you specify exactly what post you want. You can set it up so that you're only tracking first level comments. This means like when people respond to each other, it doesn't trigger this. So yeah, I probably want to turn that on. Okay. So now this respond on comment is the primary action. But what you'll notice is I added this step in here that allows us to create a prompt and then have GPT respond with that, and then for us to respond to the comment with that GPT response. So again, I'm mixing use cases a little bit here, right? If you didn't want to do this GPT, you could just come in here. You have add new responses. You can put a link, like if you have a custom value, this would be like your link to that PDF file. So you'd put the link to the PDF file, and then you could just send it over like this, or you could say, GPT, we just received a comment on our Facebook post where we asked realtors to comment realtor post if they wanted our free PDF guide. You are responding via Messenger to deliver said, or to deliver the following PDF file, right? And then we go like this, and we'll tell it, we'll say, all right, go to our custom values, and let's just say one of these, you know, we'll call it your app login URL, right? Let's say that is the URL where we're hosting the PDF file. So now I can come in here, let me take this. All right, so here's the comment, right? To deliver the following PDF file. So I'll take this out, put that there, and then we'll say, here is their comment. Boom, save, okay. And then now I can go here and I can just put my GPT response. Otherwise, if I don't want to get that jiggy with it, I can come in here and I can create 5 or 6 different versions of the comment, and as you can see, create multiple comments to be randomly sent as comment replies. And then you can also tell it to like comments. Guys, this is crazy. This is wild. If you're like me and you don't like hanging out on social media very often, then you need tools like this in your business. Not to mention, as a lead generation tool, these like comment and I'll deliver a PDF. These are really cool, low friction ways to get people to opt into your marketing. So this is really cool. We're excited about this. While we're talking about this, there's another update that I want to share with you on the same page, and that is expanded actions inside of the GPT workflow action. So I don't know what all the options were before. I've only ever used custom, but I know that this is new. Analyze text sentiment and summarize text. So this is, you know, you get an email, and the first thing that you want to do before you have GPT generate a response is you want it to analyze the sentiment of the text. Is this a negative email? Is this a customer service related email? What is it, right? So being able to do that is really cool. Being able to summarize text, translate into a specific language, again, really cool shit here. That likely we as loan officers or as in the mortgage industry, we haven't even scratched the surface of what we can do with this. So check out GPT inside workflows as soon as you get a chance. All right, next up, I'm going to jump in and show you some of the new templates that have been put out across a couple different modules. So across funnels, across websites, across forms and surveys. HighLevel is constantly putting out templates. You've heard me talk about it in previous weekly breakdowns. But at this point, now I'm actually going to show you what some of these templates look like. Again, just take advantage of this screen share setup. Just check this out, right? Like I say every time, do not, like, no matter what design you pick, the content is not going to be built out for what you want. So don't focus so much on the design, or odds are you're going to end up with a design that looks an awful lot like somebody else in the mortgage business, right? These all come from somewhere. Real estate, I believe, is the only one where the mortgage stuff shows up anyways. You have real estate services. All of these templates are pre-built for you and have some basic functionality built into it, including appointment booking and stuff like that. This is in funnels. Websites, you can do the same thing. Funnels versus websites, conversation for a different day, but just know these templates are different. A lot of these templates are going to come with different, on the website side, they're going to come with multiple pages, whereas a funnel is going to be more of a linear path. We've got forms, form builder templates as well. These are getting added. Choose from template. Boom. You've got all these templates, surveys, builder, add survey, choose from template. You got a ton of templates here, guys. Check these out. If you aren't using these tools because you don't have the time to do the designs on your own, start with a template and go from there. I promise you it'll make things go a lot smoother for you. But yeah, check that out. All right, speaking of templates, the next update that I have for you guys is actually pertaining to the email builder, another place that you can access really well-designed, like pre-built templates in here. But this isn't actually about templates. Basically, this is just an update letting you know that the email builder has gotten faster. They've switched. We've talked about this over probably a year. It's been that we've been talking about HighLevel's migration, a very technical migration that they're making from a previous infrastructure to a new infrastructure, and they did it one module at a time, right? Very small in pieces, and we've seen that roll out, and every time they do it, it results in a massive upgrade, a massive speed improvement, massive usability improvement, etc. Well, now they have done that with the email builder. So if you've noticed in the last day or two that the email builder has gotten more responsive, it's not just you. This is something that that HighLevel made a big push for. I'm sharing this almost as much internally for my team as I am for anybody else who's watching this, because we use the hell out of the email builder, as you can tell in our list of email templates here. So we're really excited about this. Again, if you had any issues before with the email builder, or you just haven't tried it out in a while, come in here, start with a template if you want to, or start from scratch. Doesn't make a difference to me, but know that you are going to get a much more responsive, dialed in experience when you do so. All right, last update. This one's a little different for you guys. This one's gonna require a little bit of your engagement. If you host a website of any kind, if you have your domain on HighLevel for any reason, HighLevel has made some changes in their backend as far as how they manage the content for funnels and websites, and how they manage the like direction of all of your domains. And so they've switched over to CloudFlare, which means they have this migration process. Now they're promising that this is, this is for a reason. This comes with a huge upgrade in safety. It comes with a huge upgrade in usability and speed, responsiveness, etc. But there is a technical step that is required in order to do this. Now, if you use a GoDaddy domain and you've linked your domain inside of here, it's going to be really easy for you to do this. You'll click migrate domain like this, and you'll just click continue, and it'll do this, and then it'll tell you to log in with GoDaddy, and boom, it'll take care of it for you. We don't use GoDaddy. We don't use a very common DNS provider, and so we have to do this manually. So right now I have an existing A record that I basically have to change to this in order to get migrated to the new system. So guys, if you have any issues with this, if you go into domains and you see this migration needed and aren't able to do the migration on your own, there's nothing scary about clicking this button. Do what it says. It's either going to be really easy or it's not. If it's not easy, let us know. We'd be happy to help. But this is something that they are recommending and pushing pretty aggressively. So expect to have to do this soon. All right, guys, that is it for this week's weekly breakdown. Again, a longer one, but because we're diving in, we're going into each of these features. If you have anything that you've seen pop up that I haven't dove into on this level, please reach out. Feel free to email, reach out on the Facebook group, reach out on YouTube comments, whatever, any way you can, reach out. Let me know what feature you want to see in a weekly breakdown, and we'll try and work it in. But until then, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time, and see you at the top.